Hi there everyone, we're going to talk about raw feeding with ferrets. Some people use different meats and in different ways. These are some of the ones that we use here, so I'll just go through what kind of things that we get in. Yeah, so you'll see there, we get chicken hearts. Everything that we get is frozen, and then we have to defrost it thoroughly before we feed it to any ferrets, because if you don't look after the food properly, you can make your ferrets very poorly. So storing it right in the right conditions and then defrosting it correctly, not letting it get too warm, because anything that's off or anything like that, do not give to your ferrets, because you can end up with very, very poorly ferrets. So we get a lot of meats like that are already minced, so like chicken and duck, yeah, chicken and beef, turkey. So minced beef and kidney, minced duck, they like that one. And then we've got chicken and lamb as well, that's another favourite of them. Yeah, minced chicken as well on its own. We do get another minced beef one without the kidney as well. We do also use like other frozen mince. Just make sure if you get anything from like Iceland and that you haven't got the ones with onions in. So it's got to be just the actual mince meat. We do use chicken a lot as well, so whether it's breast meat, chicken on the bone, so chicken wings, chicken legs, those kind of things as well. We do a lot of whole prey feeding, which I've not got everything laid out on here because YouTube won't allow me to kind of put those kind of things on. There is a like rabbit and chicks and things that we do use, also things like pheasant and pigeon, but we tend to freeze those first just so that it kind of kills any parasites or anything else that's in there. But whole prey is probably the best really out of all of them. Our ferrets go mad for like rabbit and pheasant and pigeon, and there's not normally a lot left. You might find a few feathers, which then they use as bedding, but it is kind of their favourite because they are carnivores. So there is other things that people do use, but it all depends on what you can get hold of. But the place where we get these from, we get quite a lot of different kind of whole preys, because you can use like rats and mice and things like that as well. But it all depends on yourselves and whether or not you're a bit squeamish with those kind of things. You don't have to use them, but you know, something like that for your ferrets is good enrichment as well. So they are quite enjoying anything raw like this. You do get some ferrets that aren't used to raw because they haven't had it probably since they were little, so it is a bit of trial and error and just trying them with different little bits and seeing what they like the most. But yeah, it's definitely worth it at the end of the day. Makes your ferrets nice and fat and healthy. Alright, thanks for listening guys, bye.